The Rook. I don't even know what this is. What the f is this? This has a 338 Norma mag in it. Is this the new sniper rifle? New LMG? What is this? Boys, has anybody seen this? What is this? Serrac, there it is. There it is.
What?
I'd like to introduce you, ladies and gentlemen, to the Serrac, which is the CX-9, which will, mark my words, be a f***ing meta. This thing is mean. Watch this shit. That's with no recoil control. That's with a little bit of recoil control.
Oh my
Does
god,
not
that's gonna be
move.
broken.
Oh, there goes all his ammo.
Hello friends, welcome to the channel. I'm Amew, and today we're going to be discussing two brand new secret blueprints found in Warzone that we haven't really ever seen before. Now these weapons, they do come out of the loot crates scattered throughout Warzone, and you can get them out of literally any color, any rarity of crate. So I've gotten them out of legendary crates, and I've also gotten them out of the regular common blue crates as well. And what you just saw at the beginning there was my first reaction to finally picking up these weapons and getting them in my hands, because I had yet to see them. I had never seen them before. So let's go ahead and get into what we're actually seeing and dissect this a little further. I'm going to go ahead and start off by talking about that SERAC Blueprint, or the CX-9 in the game, and it feels a lot like the Scorpion did in previous Call of Duty titles. Specifically, the SERAC Blueprint, like I said, comes with the dismemberment tracer rounds, which look really good, and they're easy to trace your shots with. So I think they're some of the best tracers that I've used personally. The monocle reflex sight that's on this gun is clear and works very, very well for this. The 50 round drum that comes on it is incredible for the control. It comes suppressed already, so this thing is like ready to kick ass right out of the box. And on top of that, this CX-9 variant, or the CX-9 in general, has little to no recoil. And based on my testing, when I just hold down the trigger, there's a little bit of recoil upwards, but when I'm aimed down sight and I'm using my little thumb to control the recoil a little more, man, literally no recoil at all. It is most likely, and from what I've seen through my testing, the smoothest firing SMG in the game, and the time to kill is crazy. And judging from what's been playing in the background, guys, that time to kill and smooth shooting that you're seeing is going to attribute to this gun really clawing its way up through the ranks of what players are going to be using. And I believe this CX-9 specifically will become a major force in the meta shift going forward. Alright guys, so next up we're going to talk about the ROOK variant of the RAAL LMG. Now this one we haven't heard much about at all. We haven't really seen it in any blueprint configuration other than the one that's located inside of the crates on the ground in Warzone right now as kind of a secret pickup. We haven't really seen it in the store. I haven't heard much about it other than through leaks and other information that's come through game files. The ROOK Blueprint itself performs very well in Warzone from what I've seen through my testing and my experience. I had a really good time with this gun. So the ROOK itself comes with a sight that has a rangefinder already built in. It looks like it works up to about 200 meters, so you can call out those ranges to your teammates just by looking through the scope and aiming at something, and it updates in real time for you. So it reminded me of a VLK sight with a rangefinder inside of it, which is crazy good. It appears to come with a suppressor, maybe a monolithic suppressor, a long barrel, a grip on the front that you're holding kind of off to the side, almost like the chainsaw grip up front, but it looks like a different underbarrel attachment that I've never really seen before in Modern Warfare. It also came with, and this was to me the most important thing and the most striking thing about the RAAL LMG, or the ROOK Blueprint, is the 100 rounds of 338 Norma ammunition that it's shooting. Yes, this thing is shooting the same ammunition that the SPR sniper rifle shoots. So this thing is a monster. When I started first firing it, I noticed that it sounded different and it sounds mean. I can't imagine what this thing's gonna sound like without a suppressor, but even with a suppressor, this thing sounds crazy mean, man. The sound and the feel of it, it feels really chunky and it feels like it hits hard. And I like that about this LMG. It feels different than anything else we've had yet in any of the seasons of Warzone. One other really cool thing that I noticed about this, and I don't know if it was something to do with maybe the vehicles not having a whole lot of health when I was firing at them or not, but I felt like I was getting more hits through the vehicles, like the Norma rounds were puncturing and piercing through the vehicles with more penetration power. And I noticed this on more than one occasion. I shot at 2 Big Bertha trucks and I was getting way more hits on the driver than I ever normally do. And I was shredding through those trucks. I was taking down trucks and Jeeps and they were just blowing up everywhere when I was holding down the trigger, blasting at the drivers. So this thing could be, if you had a squad full of the RAAL LMGs or ROOK Blueprints running around, you would be able to completely annihilate and roast basically any vehicle around you.
Yeah, this is the fucking Rambo gun.
I hate to say it, it could be maybe a new anti-vehicle meta that we haven't really seen since the Rytech was introduced.
Bro!
There is no set release date specifically for these weapons, and everything that we're seeing here is purely speculative. We don't know when they're coming out or if they're even actually fully releasing. But based on what we've seen in the game already, signs are definitely pointing to them being available as a full unlockable weapon. And what leads me to believe that is the SERAC Blueprint, which you see on screen here, with the coming later on to the store, allows you So in true Activision fashion, they're going to give us a really good gun. They're going to tease it for a little while inside of Warzone, and then they're going to tease you with a bundle, potentially giving it to you early through that bundle if it releases, or giving you quick, easy access to a gun that's really powerful by purchasing this blueprint. The last weapon I wanted to discuss is the Sokov pistol. This is the one you may have heard of, having the 80 round drum and akimbo attachments both on this gun, and absolutely shredding in the leaked footage that we saw I think a month or two ago. It was looking like these were going to be the next Diamatis or Renettis, but like on major amounts of steroids. So we're gonna see how these things hit once it actually releases, but the Sokov pistol you can actually unlock alongside the CX-9 inside of the survival mode in Modern Warfare. So the way that you unlock the CX-9 and the Sokov early, if you wanted to level them up, is go into multiplayer inside of Modern Warfare and get, for the CX-9, SMG kills at long range. So you get long shots with the SMG kills, and I believe you get enough of those in enough amount of matches and you'll unlock it. The Sokov is literally, you just get pistol kills and you get enough of those in a match and you unlock it. It's easy as that. All the footage I have of the guns being unlocked inside of survival mode here that you're seeing on screen is courtesy of the Gaming Revolution. Go check out his channel. Guys, I am beyond stoked for the RAAL or RAAL LMG and the CX-9 to come out. I'm terrified that everybody else is going to have them in their hands because there's going to be a lot of people dying really quick when these come into the Warzone, but I'm excited for them, and I feel like they breathe a little bit of fresh air into the game because the Cold War guns feel to me a little stale, a little chunky, and not in a good way, where these Modern Warfare guns feel amazing. So I want to see how this kind of shifts the meta, and I'm really excited for these. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have had any experience with these, how many times you found them, and if you've taken out anybody with these new secret blueprints in the game. Alright guys, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for tuning in and checking out these brand new blueprints with me. Let me know in the comments below if you've come across any of these guns, if you have used them, if you enjoy using them, or if you're excited about the new guns coming to Modern Warfare and Warzone sometime in the future. if you would be so kind to subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That'll help me get a little closer to the partner program, and I've been really grinding my butt off trying to get there. Also, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, share it around, show your friends, show your family. If you guys want to join me live, I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube from Friday until Sunday. Stop by in the stream, come say hi. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the war zone.